know what it is. It's time for scrap in the streets.
Yeah. It's national anthem. My mama gonna be so proud of me. Yeah. On that checkup. Fresh about the show, smelling like some money. Spent another hour, thinking about some money. These niggas want the fame, bitch I want some money. See ain't nothing changed, I just want some money. Before them hating niggas and them hating hoes, I can't forget. I've been on that AV all night, you know I'm lit. She say yo, your neck sick, look like it need a checkup. I said cause one thing about I'm trying to run the checkup. I said my neck ain't killing, wrist ain't killing. Hop up out this motherfucker smelling like some millions. Right hand cross your arm, other hand to the ceiling. Say, bitch I was born broke, just know I'm dying with these millions. Wrist ain't proper, keep that chopper. Open tape surgery with them squares, I play doctor. Go to sleep thinking, wake up thinking. Hey, and young one out of rest to all my niggas get a check. Bitch you know I'm about it, and you know I got it. Like my
Yo, what's the deal? Here again, scrapping the streets with none other than Miss Tenia, aka Miss POPOUT.
Hey y'all.
Yeah, finally got her out here on the stoop.
He finally signed the deal. No, I'm playing. He finally got a feature. He put 100K down for the feature. No, I'm playing, y'all.
So tell me how you got started.
Well, basically POPOUT started with me styling. The word POPOUT was slang for let's go to the club, let's get cute. Every time we was going somewhere, I used to text my friends, y'all, let's pop out, let's go out. Everybody was like, why you keep saying POPOUT? And I was like, well, I don't know, I just always say it. That means let's just go get fly, let's just go out, let's go kill them, like we think we always be doing. But I remember being in the beauty shop one day, I think it was coming into the new year, and I was like, I need to do something for a second income, but what can I do? And I was like, well, maybe I can style people, because everybody always write me like, where you get this from, or can you style me for my birthday? So then from that point I was like, well, if I be a stylist, what I'm gonna call it? So my hairstylist, in my mind, she was a mentor to me. She didn't know it. She was just helping me out, giving me ideas. She was like, I think you should do it, but what you gonna call it? I was like, well, I can call it POPOUT. And then she was like, yeah, that's unique, that's different. I remember the next day, she texted me like a long to-do list. If you're serious, you need to do this, that, and that other. So then I just took heed of it, and before you knew it, I just started styling people for their birthdays. And then after a while, Chastity hit me up and was like, I'm coming back home. I need to get styled for a shoot. So I'm like, a shoot for what? She was like, basically this photographer TJ and this makeup artist Danny Howard had booked her to shoot. So I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. So y'all gotta send me reference pictures. So I remember the photographer sent me reference pictures, and I was like, okay, well I can do that. That's easy. I can just pull stuff from my closet because I already wear stuff that people won't normally wear. So I remember we was in Fort Worth. We was driving around looking for little scenes for her to shoot, and I had picked probably like 4 looks. And then the major look was not even one that I even really cared about. I just took the little American Apparel outfit out of my trunk, and I had a necklace in my purse, and I was like, here, put this necklace on, put this belt on. And as Danny was doing her makeup, she put this like popping ass pink lipstick on her, and I was like, oh, that's gonna kill him, that's gonna kill him, you finna kill him. So I remember TJ, he took the photos, and probably like a month went by. I forgot all about the pictures, and then he hit us and he was like, yo, the pictures ready. So I got the pictures back. I was like, Chastity, bro, these are so bum. These pictures are amazing. We put them on social media. Before you knew it, Fashion Bum Daily posted the picture. Fashion Bum Daily posted pictures. My followers went up. I called Chastity. I'm like, girl, Fashion Bum Daily just posted us. Did you tell him to come post the picture? She was like, no, I didn't tell him. So after Fashion Bum Daily posted the pictures, my followers started going up, and then it was little fashion shows here and there. They'll reach out to me, ask me if I can come assist the designers and the models. So I played the back. I did that. To me, it was fun.
So when you was when you styled people, were you going and buying the clothes, or did you already have a look for them? Like what goes into you and the mentality of you styling somebody?
I guess it depends on the customer. Like I had customers who would basically say, I trust you, this is my money, this is my budget, go give me whatever. And then I had some customers that I had to kind of like feed them the outfit, like trust me, it's gonna look lit, like it's gonna look cute. And they be like, well, I don't know, but I never pay for anything. Like we'll meet with a consultation, we discuss sizes, what the event was, when they need the outfit by, what they're comfortable wearing, what they're not comfortable. It was like a whole consultation. Then after a while, we'll have a deadline. Like, hey, I need this outfit by the end of the day. It was just something that simple.
Okay. So when you sitting in the chair and your hairstylist was talking to you, like, did you feel encouraged? Do you feel like you were gonna make it feel like what was the going through your mind? Like, because being an entrepreneur and like with clothes and stuff, it's like a make or break. Because some people don't tend to follow the trend all the time, or some people do follow the trend. Like when you at that point, what were you thinking about? Like,
well, in my mind, I was like, let's get this money. I didn't care. I was like, I just want to do something like to make money on the side.
Yeah.
Like I never ever thought about owning a business. I never thought about doing t-shirts. The only reason why the t-shirts came about is because in my mind I was like, okay, well I'm styling people, but when I go to the mall I need to have a uniform on.
Yeah.
So I end up getting inspiration from Beyonce Be Good Foundation logo, and I made my very first logo, and I was like, well I'll just wear this shirt when I have to go to the mall, and it's nothing. After a while people saw me in a shirt and at the back it used to say, ask me how to pop out. Like people hit me up and was like they want that shirt, and so I was like, well you know what, I gotta do something so people can know about my brand awareness or whatever. So I was like, well I can just do t-shirts. Yeah. T-shirts is an easy way for people to know the brand, and from one t-shirt it led to the Fashion Killer shirt. When I came out with the Fashion Killer t-shirt,
that's your first shirt, right?
My first shirt was like the logo that said Style Consultant. The Fashion Killer shirt was my first graphic design t-shirt, which it took like a year and a half of me doing it and redoing it, hitting Hub up like, no, this is not what I want. Take this, add that, take this, add that. And then it took from it being made on a heat press machine to a screen printing machine, all of that, it took like a year and a half. And then when I finally did it, here we are still like 2 summers later doing the same shirt. It wasn't never planned. And then my cousin's like, when the next shirt coming out? When the next shirt coming out? I'm like, I don't do shirts. This is just so y'all can know about POPOUT. I'm a stylist. I don't do shirts. And now I feel like every time I said I don't do this or I don't do that, I feel like I cut my hands short. I was cutting out my blessings, or I was running from my calling. So I'm like, okay, let's just make POPOUT a clothing line. The hood I already done said when you come down with this, and that. So that's just how they went.
I mean, when you like get a following and stuff like that, stuff becomes high in demand. And with that, do you feel like it's overload for you, or do you feel like, yes, this is what I want, this is what I would envision?
Well, naturally, I've always been a workaholic. Like, people that know me, my first job, I was 15. I worked at Big T, Yards, Whataburger. I always kept a job, and then even with me working corporate America, I've always been #1 on the team, did training classes, so hard work came natural for me.
Yeah.
So when I decided to do POPOUT, I was just like, okay, this is my second source of income. And then after a while, my clientele started to build up, but in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, POPOUT is an actual business. Like, I need help. I can't do this by myself. So I remember having one of my customers, she had her own business. She used to distress and damage stuff. So I was like, well, I can have her help me with my business, and that way she can build off my following, I can build off her following. She can get paid because I'm paying you. At this point, Fashion Killer is doing, like, I remember ordered probably like over 200 shirts. Yeah. And then I did the most because the shirts wasn't the right shade of red. I'm calling the people like, them Jordans come out in this burgundy, they supposed to be red. So it was like a big issue. It was a lot on my plate. I had all of those orders. I brought in someone to help me, and I was still working corporate America. I still had my daughter, and I was working at Northport Mall. So I was like, all I know is get the money. I don't care, I ain't tripping. Like, it's work, it's money.
So what motivates you to keep going? Is the following that, you know, you got a lot of customers? Is it you want to do it and be creative with it? Because a lot of people can't find shirts at the mall. Like, what is it? It just motivates you?
I feel like what motivates me is honestly my customers. It's been times where I be like, I don't feel like doing POPOUT. Like, I'm dealing with real life issues and y'all write me about shirts. It was to a point where I was like, okay, this ain't nothing that I want to do because everybody doing it. So maybe I need to take a step back. And it was a point where I was like, I need to be working corporate America. I got my baby. We gotta have insurance. What am I doing selling t-shirts and thinking it's gonna be something? And then after a while, I was like, no. Outside of you having t-shirts and outside of you being a stylist, it's real life girls out here and women that look up to you. Like, hit me on my inbox like, can I meet with you? Can I talk about my goals? And that's like, they want to talk to me. I don't got it all together. I don't have it all together. So I started taking myself serious, and I feel like when I started taking myself serious, everything else started coming together. I stopped worrying about what other people had to say. I stopped worrying about falling out with people. I just stopped worrying about anything. Just let it flow natural. I was like, well, maybe this just a God-given talent. I just need to run with it.
See, with that, it's like people deal with things different. You know, some people get motivated by the situation that they're in. You know, like, say for instance, if you're having a hard time, you know, you being creative and making a shirt or coming up with a design for a shirt, that can probably get you, you know, through whatever that you're dealing with. So with that, your customers coming to you like that, I know that's like a good feeling.
Yeah, it is. It's funny you said that because I went through a very life-changing experience this year. Like, I thought I was like, I don't care about Pop-Out. I need to get my life together. So at that very moment, like, I just started back doing Pop-Out. I stopped doing Pop-Out for like 3 or 4 months. But all that time that I was not doing Pop-Out and I was trying to get my life straight, I just remember doing a survey. I surveyed my customers. I got like 100 responses. I probably had like 1 bad review, and the review was like, you need to have kid shirts. No, I had 2. You need to have kid shirts, and the other one was like, you need to use thicker shirts for people of larger sizes. And I remember reading the feedback from my customers, and they was all saying how they was proud of me and how Pop-Out is different, how my customer service is different, how I connect with how I actually have a relationship with my customers. So I was like, well, dang, maybe I need to just get back in the game. Like, maybe I need to get out my feelings. Maybe I just need to just start back doing it. And then after a while, I was like taking a break, peeping the scene, and I'm like, my life boring now. So then I was like, okay, well, I mean, it's coming natural. I need to get back to it and just realize, like, you didn't come this far to just be like, this ain't going right, so I'm about to stop. You need to use it as a stepping stone and just keep it pushing, because you building your character for your brand. Yeah,
because it's like when you get people hopes up with good product, and then all of a sudden it just stop. It's like when you see people in the streets, or when you see people in a mall or restaurants, like, ain't you the girl that did such and such, and you be like, yeah, but what happened? And they be like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I know the feeling, because it's like
a letdown. And in my mind, I will never be a has-been. Yeah. So I was like, people really recognize me for what I do, so I have to keep it going. And then in my mind, I don't personally shop at the mall. I always wear like random stuff that I find online, thrift store, anywhere. I can shop wherever. But to me, I feel like my t-shirts was something that everybody looked to. I had the hoodest of the hoodest dudes like calling me like, why you haven't started? Where your shirts at? You done stop. I know you ain't gave up all of them boss lady. I'm like, don't call me boss lady. Like, but it was definitely like inspiring. Like, Tenia, you got this platform, you should use it. Like, you should keep building your brand. You should continue to do shirts. And thankfully, like, the vision that I have when I do,
you know, to stop recording by yourself.
Oh yeah. I basically get inspiration from trap music or music. Like, even with the very first shirt, Fashion Killer, that was from Iron Maiden. That's a rock band. My very first t-shirt with just my logo that said Pop-Out, I was inspired by Beyonce. I came out with Space Jam. I did Hot Boys, Taking Over 99. But it's like, it's crazy because it wasn't planned like that. Like, I'm coming out with these ideas, releasing these shirts, and I'm getting inspiration from all this stuff because I'm into music. But really, all together, it's like flowing together. Like, hey, I got a vision to do this, because the rock band tee's just been a thing of the summer. But I did that 2 years ago. It's just now taking off. But I was really already on it. And on top of that, I'm like, okay, I'm getting this inspiration from music, and I'm transforming it onto these t-shirts. But at the same time, like, it's perfect timing because it's the New Year's and we taking over the 2000. So everybody like, Tenia, I see where you going with your shirts. Where do you? And I'm like, I don't know. It just come natural. Random, I just be like, I hear a song or I think about something. I be like, let me call Hub. I need a graphic. Like, I want to do this. But after a while, I was like, maybe that uniqueness is what draw people to me, because it's like, you coming out with different designs. It's just not pop out. You coming and you doing all these.
I think when you come out like with stuff that's so random, not much thought go into it, and it just happened organically, you know what I'm saying, rather than you just trying to write stuff down. You erase probably 1,000 times and throw stuff in the trash. Some might not be good, some might be good. So with that, the randomness of it, like you say, it is pretty good, because it just, like you say, it just happened. Like you said, you did that 2 summers ago and you're just not catching on.
Yeah, I had to keep redoing that one, and then the next favorite shirt was the Culture shirt. Migos came out with that album. We had just saw them in Vegas. It was just like, oh my God, like, is this really happening? When Hub sent me that, I was like, I don't like that. Nobody gonna want to walk around with a shirt with me on there. But people didn't even realize that was me until they actually got the shirt. They were like, Tenia, this is like next level. And I'm like, okay, I need to just quit fighting and just let it go and accept whatever people don't like and just build off of it, instead of being like thinking for them, basically.
Yeah, you can't please like everybody. You'll have more people that wants what you do and what you come up with, rather than people coming to you and
the idea. That's true.
And it wouldn't be your vision. It wouldn't be pop out if it's not in the sight of you.
And it's crazy that you say that, because I've taken suggestions and I'll release something and it be my worst selling stuff. Yeah. Because I'm trusting somebody else more than I trust myself.
With your stuff.
With my stuff. And at the way I'm like, Tenia, like, you can't be out here seeing pop out, and pop out stand for being different and not being afraid to wear this or do that or be comfortable and just be you. Yeah. And you out here playing like you scared. Like you sitting up here taking suggestions, you releasing, and it's a flop. People don't know it's a flop. Yeah. They don't see the struggle because everything sell out. But it's like, I'm used to stuff being going like 2-3 days. Like, why I still got this? So it's like, to me, you got to trust yourself more. You have to be willing to learn, and you just have to be open to working with other people, because if you stay in that same circle with the same people working with the same thing, after a while they start feeling like it's theirs. Yeah. No, it's mine. And then if you work with people that do the same thing, sometimes it's not a collaboration, it becomes a competition. And it's like, at some point I was like, well, maybe I just need to stay in bed. So I was like, I'm just gonna fall back from everything. I'm just gonna focus on my life. But it's like, now I appreciate going through everything I went through that was personal, because he built me up. Because it's like, now I'm focused. I done been through, literally, like that post say, I've been through everything. I ain't scared of nothing. That's how I feel. I feel like I've been through everything this year. It's no reason for me not to just press forward, because if I can get through what I've been through, then I'm good.
Where you get the balance from with like wanting to stop doing it but telling yourself, nah, you gotta keep doing it, you know?
I feel like when God give you that vision, like, it's gonna keep knocking on you, it's gonna keep bothering you. Like, you gonna know deep down inside, this is, you got something that you want to do. Can't sleep at night. Even if you can sleep at night, I find myself out at the club and I know that I'm supposed to be working on something, and I be on my phone like, I'm not supposed to be here, I'm supposed to be working on something else. It's like, it'll keep bothering you and keep nagging you, and it's like, after a while you're like, what's wrong with me? I'm in a bad mood for no reason. It's because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You gotta be the calling, and you just ignoring it. Yeah.
Who do you look forward to seeing, like, as far as like top designers? Like, do you follow designers? Do you like look at their stuff to get inspiration? Like, who you're like?
Locally, my favorite designer is Kimmy Couture. Like, I've always been obsessed with her, even prior to like her working with Yeezy, prior to Instagram. Like, I was on Twitter obsessed with her. So as far as women local designers, Kimmy Couture would be my top pick. And then as far as the designers, of course, Gucci. But the only reason I love Gucci, but it's kind of like, bro, y'all running off with our culture. This is black people. Like, all this headband retro stuff, we created that. But it's like, at the same time, we not out here taking ownership of our stuff. We're not putting our foot down. We not working at these stores, learning stuff from them so you can build on your own. But it's like, it's much respect. I love how Gucci done reinvented their whole line. Like, I'm constantly on that stuff, like, oh my God, this lit, I want this, I want this. But yeah, those are my two.
What do you feel like that you need to work on as far as like building the brand and keeping it going and keeping it different?
I feel like what I know I need to work on is building a team. I don't care what nobody say, moving in silent. I'm staying to myself, focused on my goals. Okay, that's cool, but you're not gonna get far. And even outside of you having a team, you have to literally be out here networking. People call it networking, but I'm naturally a people person, so I can go somewhere just to chill, and before you know it, I done linked up with somebody else. Like, I went to the interview earlier today, I didn't know nobody that was a panelist, I was just there. Like, so I feel like I can do better building the team, being surrounded by the right people, and production. I'm always selling out. It's kind of annoying, but honest to God, like when I started out doing the shirts, I used to think I was Kanye West. So in my mind, I was thinking if I come out with something and I'm sold out, it's over with. I'm done. But now it's like my clientele is too big. Like they'll be disappointed at the way they can be like, "Hey, Pop-Out girl, she always sold out, bye."
Yeah.
She always sold out, and it's like you don't want to be counted out because you want to be exclusive. But at the same time, I feel like that kind of like make Pop-Out what it is because it bring more people like, oh my God, I saw this shirt. Where is she? Like today I went to the car wash and the girl was like, she saw what she was doing. I was like, okay. She was like, I literally was just on your page. Like I just was finna write you a message and say I want a Pop-Out shirt, and I'm like, oh my God, this is like really like for real.
You gotta keep that going. It's like once you start something and people start gravitating towards it, it's like now you're not doing it for yourself no more.
Yeah, you're not.
You're doing it for the people.
At this point, that's why I'm like, we the culture.
Yeah, you're doing it for the people. And when people see you, that's what they see you as. They don't see you as Tenia. They see you as
Miss Pop-Out. Miss Pop-Out.
It's like your mama changed your name or something.
Yeah.
You know, so with that you just gotta keep it going, keep striving, man, because like your shirts everywhere. People really fucking with you, really want it. You know what I'm saying? That should I feel like that should just motivate you even more to, you know what I'm saying, keep it going. Like, do you see yourself, like, what stores do you see yourself eventually putting your brand in? Like, is there
I should really be thinking that far, but I really don't. But if I could, which I'm sure the opportunity will present itself, so I would start, I'm all for supporting black enterprise, black businesses. We need to all be together. So if I could put my shirts anywhere, it'll be Guns N' Roses. Like, she's lit. Princess is so sweet. I'll just start out at Guns N' Roses, and then of course, if I could think of a store with the genre of shirts that I have, I think it would fit good in like PacSun or something.
Yeah.
I feel like Pop-Out is like one of those little skateboarder, edgy type of brands. That's just what I think. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, well, what you have is it really done took off. Did you see it taking off that fast? Did you see like when it started taking off? What did you say?
No, like I'm a type of person, like I kind of document everything. Like I got this little journal and everything. Every time something happened, I just write it.
July 21st.
I'm the type of person, like the day, I told y'all I went through a lot of stuff. So the day I went through a lot of stuff, it's in my journal. So I know at what very moment I said, fuck Pop-Out in my mind. I got it wrote down. So I was going through my stuff and I'm creating the Pop-Out Brand page, and I could easily just go on there and push pictures of shirts with everybody in their shirts, but I want to start from the bottom because there's some people that came in that Pop-Out when we were already here, and to me I don't feel successful. I feel like I'm still in the field, like we're still happening. So I was going through and I remember starting the page off at the very bottom, like the first picture that I took, the logos is sketched out. I'm putting all that on Instagram. So I'm like, at what moment did Pop-Out just start getting big?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, maybe it was K104. Maybe it was K104. Like before I knew it, K104 had a shirt. I was doing this, I was doing that. Cat Daddy, Lady Jade, and I was like, that all came natural. Like it's relationships I built with my customers, and they just was open their door. So it was like, oh my God, that's the only thing I could think of. Like that's the only thing I could think of. I remember Kanye West concert being in her, and I got the leather jacket airbrush with Pop-Out seeds, and I remember that being a peak moment. But other than that, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out. And then I was like, well, I was thinking, well, maybe it was when I met Offset. We was in Vegas, and I had he on the video talking about Pop-Out, I love it. I'm like, ah! Cardi B took my man. No, I'm playing. But I don't know. I feel like every day is growth. Every day I meet somebody new. Every day is something.
What's next? What's your plan? What's the next 5 years? Do you see that we look that far? Like what?
5 years from now, how old would I be? I'll be 31. 5 years from now, I would obviously embrace Pop-Out as a clothing line at this point. I can't just box myself off and put out blessings like that. So I would say by this point it will be fully branded. We done collaborated with the best manufacturers to bring stuff other than t-shirts at this point, and jackets and hats or whatever. But even outside of fashion and stuff, for some reason I have like a vision with music artists. I want to go back to styling. In my mind I was like, whatever local rappers and stuff, I need to be styling for their video shoots. I want to go back to that. And then in my mind, y'all know I'm like, I snap, but I'm all for positivity. So in my mind I want to do like women empowerment. Like my daughter, she see everything that I do. Heck, I want to do shirts. So I'm like, okay, I need to do something with me and my daughter and build from that. Like in my mind I'm thinking this is the future. Like you working on your future right now. You don't need to be looking at POPOUT like a current situation. You need to be thinking like, okay, what you gonna do? Because after a while, as we know, everything get old. These shirts gonna get old, that flexing gonna get old, we gonna get old. I'm excited.
Tell the people where they can find everything that you have.
Well, the business page is the POPOUT Brand on Instagram. On Facebook it's POPOUT with Tenia. My personal page is Miss Tenia, MISSTNIA. That's my Snapchat too. And my Facebook is Tenia Henderson. And my website is popstyle.com.
Yeah, you heard it here first. Scrapping the streets. Miss POPOUT. We changed her name. That's her name now.
We're gonna change the name.
That's her name.
Change the name, change the game. No, I'm playing.
You heard it here first, man. Scrapping the streets. We out. You know what it is. It's time for scrapping the streets.
Yeah. It's national anthem. My mama gonna be so proud of me. Yeah. On that checkup.
Fresh about the show, smelling like some money. Spent another hour, thinking about some money. These niggas want the fame, bitch I want some money. See ain't nothing changed, I just want some money. Before them hating niggas and them hating hoes, I can't forget. I've been on that Avion all night, you know I'm lit. She say yo, your neck sick, look like it need a checkup. I said bitch, one thing about I'm trying to run the check up. I said my neck